Hi guys. So I'm interviewing my grandfather on a recipe that has been in my family for a while, at least what I think my whole life. I don't know. I mean, that's all I can remember. So starting off with the first question, can you start by telling everyone what the German macaroni tradition on Halloween is?
Okay, years and years ago, your grandmother, Kathy, decided that we wanted to serve something substantial, at least better than candy and junk by any other name, throughout the day. So she started to make German macaroni, and it became a favorite. And it was really only served once a year, which was Halloween.
All right. And, well, why don't we talk a little bit about what German macaroni is? What is that to the people who don't know?
Well, we come from a German background, German, Hungarian, Irish on Kathy's side, and German and Irish and English on my side. So it's a fun thing to say. And German macaroni is simply an elbow macaroni dish, which is mixed with bacon and beef and actually tomato juice.
Okay. I personally love it, so.
So do I.
So, how long has our family been doing it, and what makes it different from other Halloween traditions?
Well, my oldest kids are in their 50s, so 40 years plus.
Do you remember the very first time that this tradition happened?
No, I don't, but...
A long time ago.
Yeah.
How would you describe the atmosphere on Halloween when this tradition occurs?
Well, everybody likes it,
That's
and
good.
it would be it'd be sort of part of the invitation. You know, you knew you were going to have some fun, which you're going to have German macaroni, and it was all part of the excitement.
It's a signature dish that people look forward to.
Well stated.
Who first came up with the idea of serving it on Halloween?
Kathy, Grandma.
Okay. And then, what do you remember about Grandma's role in starting it?
Well, just that we'd have the crowd over, and we always gave large bars of candy, and there'd be snacks and candy corn and all of that. So the whole idea is, since everybody's here, as soon as school gets out until it gets too dark to trick and treat, you need a meal somewhere in this process. So.
Yeah, you need something a little bit more hearty that won't give you a stomach ache. Is there any reason why Halloween was the specific holiday, or is it just because a lot of people were there? Or?
I think the need was there, a mob scene, and you got to actually feed them a meal.
Yeah, there's protein in it, some carbs.
Yeah.
Bacon grease.
Bacon grease.
Was it always a lot of people, or did it start small?
We were when we got back home, everybody had. Home was where Kathy's brothers and sisters lived, Pat and Jerry, and Grandma and Grandpa, and my brother and his kids and all. So the crowd was there. So the need was always there. When we were in the army and away, you didn't have that need. You just had Kathy and I and our kids, and we're in Silver Spring, Maryland. So a handful of kids came to the door, and that was the end of that.
Yeah. I know. When as I've gotten older, random people have joined in, such as Chris and Scarlett's coming this year. But Chris, for everybody who's wondering, is my friend who practically lives here. He's kind of a nuisance.
And shows at dinner time.
He always shows up exactly for dinner time. Are there any like specific funny moments that like you remember from this recipe or cooking it?
Well, not in its preparation at all, but I know people would come and they would bring their kids, and kids get candy, and they'd ask for German macaroni.
Oh, really? Like on the front porch?
Oh yeah. The parents would. Yeah. So you always made extra.
Yeah, because you didn't know who was gonna come and get some. Did Grandma have a secret to making the perfect German macaroni?
I think it's just that she usually made it and so forth, and one day I made it, and one of the nicest compliments she ever gave me was when she tasted it, she said he nailed it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That is a big...
Oh, it's a biggie.
Isn't there something with the bacon grease that you guys do?
Well, you cook the bacon, and then you'll go ahead and put the beef into the bacon, and then and the onions,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add the pasta, and the very last thing that you add is the Sacramento tomato juice. There are no substitutes, and you go ahead and heat that, and then put it in.
Okay, so the bacon is like 98% of the flavor.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
Well, it seems like everything's kind of cooked around the bacon.
Yes, but there's some nutritional value to it too.
Well, on a day dedicated to eating candy, I don't think that's a big concern.
It's a step up.
Do you think that food traditions like this are important for families?
Absolutely. When you have it, Grandma also used to say, if you feed them, they will come. That's from a million other places and sources. But sure, it becomes a tradition. It's something people remember fondly. When Lila was 4 years old,
Lila, for everybody, is my youngest cousin.
If you said Halloween, she would say German macaroni.
I mean, that's what I think of when we everybody sits on the porch normally during Halloween, and then we kind of funnel in when the macaroni is ready for for dinner. Do you think that it's I mean, we've sort of alluded to this, but is this kind of the main memory of Halloween for you?
Oh yeah, it's all part of the camaraderie and the fun, and it elevates the mood. Halloween's a fun holiday, and there's a lot of joking and all the masquerades and costumes are part of the fun, but to go ahead and actually have something to add to it, which has become integral to our getting together, it enhances it.
If somebody listening wanted to start their own specifically food tradition, what advice would you give them?
I think I'd do what we did, what Kathy did, which is to find something that would be nutritious and inviting, that a family would say yes to. I would take something from one of your own family traditions or near to it that people would say, oh yeah, that would be good, kind of thing. And as you go down through the neighborhood and different family members, when you get to Aunt Kathy and Uncle Pete's or whatever, there's going to be a meal. And there'd be plenty of it, so you could show up 9:30, there's some left.
So maybe like the points to take away are like, find something that you think most people would enjoy, and something that you could make a large amount of,
Right.
Basically regardless of the crowd.
With an open door policy.
With an open door policy. I like that. what are your hopes for keeping this tradition alive, like in the future? I mean,
Well, we'll continue to do it, and just like this year, we've invited some friends and family over that haven't been here before, like your parents' friends, Chris's parents and stuff like that. So we're expanding the crowd.
So expansion is
It's always
the goal.
Yeah.
How's it been like with adding the new members of the family into the
No
mix?
problem whatsoever. I've purchased the supplies for this year, which is double what I did last year, which was 6 pounds of macaroni.
We're doing 12.
Well, I don't know yet. I'm doing the list of people who are invited. And
Did
we'll
you invite
see.
everybody from West Point also?
No, not from this. Oh, just
Yeah.
No.
It sounds like we're feeding the United States Army.
Well, we could have.
So maybe on like more of a deeper note, what do you think that Grandma would say about the tradition happening today, and also about the recipe as a whole, and how? I mean, I don't think it's changed, but
No, I've tried to keep it as true to what she did as I can possibly do.
I mean, my taste bud memory is, it
Well,
says it's
pretty
the
close.
same.
It's pretty close, and it's tasted till it's as close as I can remember it to be.
Yeah.
And just try and make it as much fun as we can.
I agree with that. Is there anybody else in the family who does this besides like
No.
our, I guess,
No,
faction?
we're the
faction.
hub. We're the hub.
We're the hub, yeah. Do you think that food as a whole, food being the tradition and then like a recipe like this, do you think that brings people together more than other kinds of traditions?
I think this and anything that's a festival, dancing or a wedding or baptism or marriage or anything like that, brings people together because the people you haven't seen in X number of months or years show up, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
because it's important. So I think if you can convey how important it is to the family by the type of invitation or the type of event you invite people to, it enhances relationships.
All those have like some sort of a dish involved.
Usually, yeah. If you invite people to your home and you want them to stay, you need to have something to offer them, something to eat and drink.
Mm.
Otherwise it's a short visit.
Otherwise, they want to go home.
Well, you get hungry, you get tired, you get thirsty.
Yeah, that's true. This is, I guess, a little bit more philosophical. How has this tradition shaped your idea of like what family means?
Well, family is the most important part of life. So I
agree with that.
It supports it, and relationships have to be freely made, freely engaged in, and you, for each other. So if I am in a relationship with another, it's for their benefit as much as mine.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point to make, and I think, family keeps life interesting too.
Oh yeah.
If you're alone doing it,
Yeah.
it's not really fulfilling. And I guess to kind of wrap things up, if you had to describe the tradition in one word, what would it be?
One word.
I thought this might be a hard one.
No, it's not hard. I think it's caring.
Caring. You know, I was thinking you might say something like fulfilling, caring. Caring is probably more than
Well,
fulfilling.
if I say something that's similar, synonymous with caring, it'd be love or so. But you know, that can become a cliche.
Mm.
Caring is the connection between people.
Mm. I agree. I think that takes us to our the end of our interview.
Okay.